what it does. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you may be. Okay. It's good to see you. I'm glad you're here. Little update. We hit over 500 subs, man. Dude, bravo. Bravo. Uh, Long term goal finally achieved. Feels amazing. I can't lie. Would not have been able to hit it without you guys, and I do really appreciate your guys' support and the love that you guys throw, and just everything else in between. I love that. I love that. You guys are engaging more, and we're just getting out there more, man. And it feels great to know that we're doing things and that we're actually making progress. You know what I mean? Um, and I want to let you guys in on where I've been a little bit, aside the whole factor of obviously life gets busy and we do things, and it's not just all about work and stress and BS that follows. We all know, man. We all know. Um, on that note, okay, not an ad. Do a little throwback for you real quick. But my escape from reality lately has been something that isn't really my expertise. It's not really it's very unorthodox for me to be into a game like this. You guys know me as a looter shooter type, you know, BR competitive, very up high pace. Um, this game is very different than that. Not so much as high pace or in more or less of a shooter game, really. Um, I mean, it has shooting mechanics in it, okay, but this has been my escape for a little while, and let me just show you guys what I'm talking about. This game right here is called Last Z Survival Shooter, okay, and this is actually a mobile game that they just brought to PC. I want to say maybe back November. I want to say early November, maybe mid November of last year, November of 2025. They came out with the PC version, which has been phenomenal. Um, Personally, I've been sticking with using a tablet and my phone because it's just what I'm used to using. But it's very nice that they have the PC version because I can get on here and show you guys, obviously. Show a little bit of love to the game, and just show my appreciation for it. Really, this game is an online game, very cool. Was not expecting it to be anything of what it actually is. I downloaded this game because I kept getting a bunch of ads on YouTube. And as you guys know, I'm not on social media anymore, and I haven't been on social media in forever. Uh, so that's where ads hit me most of the time, is on YouTube, or if I'm on Amazon or whatever the case may be. And this game kept popping up as, you know, a looter shooter type deal, like, oh, jump in here and, swipe back and forth and destroy barrels to get more men behind your individual people that are shooting down these zombies. And it's a swipe back and forth type game, you know what I mean? And you get through the tutorial phase in your headquarters, and you end up building out your own little base in here. Okay, like this is your area. Okay, and this is your headquarter building. Okay, it starts out as like a police station. There is actual lore on it. Like, this building was once a police station before the catastrophe, responsible for maintaining local security and social order. A lot of different buildings have things like this, like that you can click on, upgrade to boost construction speed. And you know what I mean? Like, this is your military center, you know what I mean? You can have a unit, you have a unit cap for there's so many things that are involved in this game. It's actually insane. Um, there's so many different aspects that just started unfolding out of nowhere. You're basically in an alliance or a guild, so to speak, and there's you have your leader, you have your sub leaders. Okay, these are the guys that I guess you could say. Well, not really. I guess they help out the leader. Okay, and they are also not necessarily the leader, but they are the ones that help the leader. So I guess you could say they're leaders also in a sense. But yeah, then you have your rank threes. You know what I mean? And then you've got your rank 2 and your rank 1. But you can have 100 people in a guild or an alliance, in is what we call it in the game. And it's insane. We have been doing crazy work lately. We are actually back up to third. Very nice. We've been going back and forth between us, which is Beavis, and Savage. Okay, we've been going back and forth. Our numbers are very, very, very close. It's actually insane. We've been going back and forth with them with power numbers since we did this big merger not that long ago. We just got into a new season, and we've been having to double down on things. And that's what I was going to get at is basically this is our map, right? The game is a lot more than just a swipe left and right, run down, off-brand Temple Run, jetpack joyride type. I don't know what to categorize that aspect of it, okay? And I'm not hating on it. I like that. It's what gets you convinced into playing it. But then when you get through the tutorial phase, like I was saying, and you actually get put into the real world, there's so much more than what you do. This whole map that you see right here, this whole map, we are in state or server 389, okay? And I think there's up to like 600 in some servers now, but you basically get paired up with about 9 or maybe 7 other, I think it's like 8 servers that go back and forth between each other that all compete. I think we're like in between like 386 and like 390 something. So like that's like our bracket, like we're in the 10 servers like fight back and forth. We have a state versus state every week. Where this state will go up against another state. We just kidnapped. I said kidnapped. We just captured a level 6 city. I didn't kidnap anybody. We just captured a level 6 city. Last night it was pretty crazy. To save you all a bunch of drama and nonsense, okay, and in explaining, because this game has a lot, and I mean a lot of politics in it, okay? Very crazy, very hectic at times. I mean, this is a massive map. It's very treacherous at times, as in, you don't really know, look, how cool can you be and have an entire area just named after you? Wingnut, baby. That's us. Come on now. Anyway, okay. You can kidnap these cities. I said kidnap again. You can capture these cities, okay? And obviously, like if you look on it, capture buff, production rate is an extra 5%, so on and so forth, and all of that. But for each city, at the end of a season, you get rewarded for the cities that you have. And like, for example, you come over here and, like, look, season tally rewards. We're in the gold bracket, which is amazing. And you get all of these sorts of rewards at the end of the season for it, which is pretty cool, man. but you fight each other. Okay, it's basically like well, it's not basically, it is a war game. Here we are right here. Okay, I'm sitting at about 132 million power, almost at 133. That's not horrible. Okay, I'll show you guys my stats. That's genuinely okay. Okay, for somebody at my headquarter level. Okay, I'm a level 26. I'm trying to get up to 27. Um, the game is very statistical. I really, really enjoy that about this game, and I really think that's one of the big things that have me hooked on this game. Because, as you guys know, for example, like when we played Destiny, stats and other things were just major components to our builds that we would use. And if you go in here, like just to look at your heroes, for example, you have heroes, and everyone has a different stat boost, man. Like, this is their genuine attack. You know what I mean? Like, technologies give boosts, structure gives boost, the Hall of Honor gives boost, your mod vehicle, this is their defense, you know what I mean? This is the troop size that she carries alone when she gets deployed. This is her individual power with all of the gear that she has on, and they all have that. Every single one. Okay. And then there are also different factions in the game as well. As you can see right here, this is a Blood Rose. There's also Guard of Order and Wings of Dawn. So she's a Blood Rose character. She is a Wings of Dawn character. And she is a Guard of Order character. And at the moment, my troop 1, you get 4 troops. Well, technically you get 3 unless you purchase the 4th one. You know what I mean? And yeah, so each one, okay, has their own individual power, as you can see right here, 23 million, 9.7, 6.7, 5.5, you know what I mean? And as you can see also, you can see how many troops go out when you deploy them, okay? And just for an example, I won't go ahead and attack anybody, but like, look, Rosalina here is in my guild, okay, in my alliance, and I could either run over and reinforce her with, any one of these 4 troops that I have, and then that will add on to power. As you can see, we had a couple people in here today is Enemy Buster for Versus, okay, so we have this every okay, Reset is at night because this is a Japanese-oriented game, if I'm not mistaken. I think the servers and the updates and the game itself runs off of Japanese servers. I'm like 90% sure. Okay, Reset for me right now, since daylight savings, it was at 9 p.m. Now it's at 10 p.m. So I haven't been able to hit it throughout the week. But Friday night through Saturday night, and then sometimes Sunday night, if I can get away with it, I'll stay up and be at Reset. But Sunday night at Reset, it hits 10 p.m. and then technically it starts the week over. Technically after 10 p.m. it's now the Monday the Monday versus now, so it restarts every Monday and gives you 7 days of getting points, and you go after another alliance. It's alliance versus alliance. This is your versus, okay? And we've been whooping butt this week, but that's because our versus opponent is not that strong. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, as you can see, like today, I'm doing absolutely horrible on versus, but this week I haven't done horrible in general. I was at 10th, but I need to pick up the pace a little bit. I haven't been able to go out and farm today. Today is Enemy Buster Day, where we can go visit the other alliance, right? But what troops are outside? Oh, like for example, we can teleport here. This isn't even our state. This is another state, you see. On Enemy Buster Day, you can come over here to whoever's alliance versus that you're doing, and you can spawn in on them, and you can go attack them. You know what I mean? And you can loot their resources. You need these resources up here to do builds and to do research. And it's one of the things that I was talking about where, in a sense of, as you would say, you everything attributes to another. Everything contributes to another thing. You need wood, and you need food, and you need zents, and you need power, and electricity, and like you need all of that, okay, to do things. So like, for example, I need to get my formations up, which are also my tanks, right? Like, these are my troops, my troop 1, 2, 3, and 4, and I need to get them up. So for example, if I hit upgrade, this is what we need in order to upgrade that building or that formation, whatever individual item you're trying to upgrade, right? And as you can see, I have 5 builders. This one just being for seasonal current events going on, seasonal buildings only, right? And then I have 2 labs, obviously, but you see how much time these things take, right? And you can get speed ups and so on and so forth, you know what I mean? And then overall, you can come down here and look at your stats and see how much, available you have. This is what you have in your inventory, but then this counts everything that you have in your warehouse, which is all in here, added back up to what's also out here that's in the open, okay? So there are some things that, I'm not going over everything. I know this is an insane amount of information, but this game is so intricate, man. It's so interesting. It's just crazy, man. It really is. I have really been enjoying this game. There is sound obviously in the game, so I do apologize. I have all of that turned off because, like I said, I play on my phone a lot, and it's not really often that I'm hearing things in that sense. Oh, Jesus. So yeah. Anyway, that's really it for now. This game is really cool. I really enjoy this game. I really feel as if you guys should check this game out. It's a really fun game, man. It really is. This definitely falls in the gacha category. 100% falls in the gacha category. This game throws, buy this, buy this, buy this, buy this, buy this. It's one of those games, okay? And just for an example, okay, this is my best friend right here. This is the 99 cent. But yeah, it definitely falls in the gacha game category. No hate for it. It's just be prepared for that mentally. Okay, if you are going to give this game a try, you do not have to give into that whatsoever. There are people in this game that are in my alliance that are 150% free to play, and you can do that. It does become hard. Do not think for a second that it gets easier. It does get harder, okay? But I will say it doesn't get any easier even if you are purchasing shit either, okay? That's just from my expertise. That's just my opinion. This game is really, really fun. I will be going over it a lot more. I'd like to get us down with, maybe get some recordings in of, jumping in a glory war, or, maybe even show you guys like a capital fight. This is our capital. Every state has a capital, and sometimes we go state versus state, and they'll go fight for the capital. You know what I mean? And it gets crazy, man. There becomes hundreds and hundreds of bases around this, and they're all fighting, and they're all trying to just wreck each other, and just it gets crazy, man. It actually gets very crazy. There's been a lot of internal drama in this server for a long time. Just absolute craziness. But yeah, this is Last Z Survival Shooter. I really enjoy this game. I really think you guys should give it a shot. Jump on here, and maybe I'll see you in a SVS or something. You never know. Maybe I'll see you in, or well, we're in a whole different season, so I don't think, whatever. You never know. You can always find me. You already know how to do. So anyway, guys, hope you enjoyed this. Definitely more to come in the future. I wanted to jump on, show you guys what I've been getting into, and man, this game's pretty cool, man. I know I've said it a million times, but I'll keep saying it till you actually try.